Hello, everybody.
Hey, hey.
What's everybody up to this evening on this lovely, what day is it?
Tuesday. The day's still the same, dear.
Hello, buenas tardes from
We're
your
just
friends
30
from Texas.
minutes later than usual.
Can everybody hear us first? Let us establish that we have connection. Can everybody hear us okay? Can everybody see us okay?
Yes, let us know. We're coming through loud and clear.
We'll wait. Hey, guys. Renee Brooks. Can you hear us, Renee? Let us know. Can't hear y'all. Okay. Well, let me see. Let me know when you can. Let me check something here. Our microphone. Yes, I can hear you. Okay. Can anyone else hear us? Jesse says, okay, Rebecca's loud. Well, Jesse, everyone can hear us but you guys. Turn your volume up.
Or maybe he's just joking with us.
Let me see here. So
Who do we have?
Let's see here. Rebecca, you can hear us good? Is that true? Let me see. And Jesse, let us know. Jesse and Lisa, Rebecca, how are you tonight?
Evening.
And Jesse, how are you guys? Jesse and Lisa. Mr. Willie says hello to Rebecca. Rayma Martin.
Hi, Rayma.
Hello, Rayma.
Woo! A long time friend of ours.
We have been friends forever.
Forever.
How are you, Rayma?
I'm so glad you're on here, Rayma.
And let's see, Jesse, Renee Brooks. Hey, guys. Yes, Renee says they can hear us. Marshall Warden, how you doing?
Good evening.
From British Columbia. Can you hear us, Marshall? Let us know, please. Fisherman 506, good here, he said. Marshall says they can hear us. Ramus says they can hear us. Thelma Braither says they can hear us.
Good.
Tom Fillmore looking good and sounding great. What can I say?
Look at her back there waving.
Yeah, Bella's back there waving.
She is. She's waving.
Yeah, Bella's saying hello, everybody.
Oh, my word. Harley's playing with his toy. We just got literally in the house about 30 minutes ago.
Yeah, half an hour ago. We have been running all day long, working on all kinds of stuff.
we'll
exciting
tell you about some
stuff.
Of it later.
Exciting stuff. Mr. Willie Hayfield Collins and the lovely Joni. How are you tonight, Mr. Willie? Now, Bella, you got to calm down.
I think she wants to see us. We haven't even barely got to say hello.
Yeah, well, Rayma, woohoo! And woohoo back to you, Rayma.
Rayma.
Oh, Rayma, we're so glad you're on here. Jesse and Lisa, we hear you now. All right, good. So hopefully it was just a volume issue, volume button there. Joseph Pulaski, hi from Central PA. Sounds good. Awesome. How are things in PA today? Hopefully as nice as it was here. Renee says, hello, Bella. Thelma says she's a darling.
It's not going to be the Bella show tonight.
Bella is she's in a mood tonight, and she has made up her mind that she's going to try to be a problem here for us, but she'll be right back. Bert Dasher, it's Hot Tony and Sizzling Joni. Hello, everyone. Hey, Bert Dasher, how are you? I hope everything is good. Renee, is Bella the one that smiles? Renee, yes, Bella is the dog that smiles, but she doesn't smile much anymore. She's getting older, and she's got aches and pains and all that stuff going on. So, Mr. Willie, doing good. That's good. Jesse and Lisa, going to be a pooch night. Hang on. Yeah, we have little treats we give Bella. They're for her anxiety. And we always give her a couple before a live stream. However, we ran out and totally forgot about getting some more. So we'll see. We'll see what happens here. Mr. Willie 95 says, hello, Bella. Joseph Pulaski says, things are good in PA. And Bert Dasher, where did you get that hat? Yeah. A great friend of mine sent me that hat.
Yes.
He sure did, and I appreciate it. I wear it a lot.
Yes.
Raymond Martin, beautiful day here today. She's in Woodstock, New Brunswick.
She is. She's right on the border of Maine.
Yeah.
Of Holton, Maine.
Yeah, well, yeah. She's a little bit back from it, but she's close to it. Rayma,
20 minutes.
Rayma, we had a beautiful day here as well, plus 15 degrees Celsius. How's the shoulder? Well, let's see. We can go like this. And we can go like this.
Oh, I heard that. I heard that.
And we can go like this.
Be careful.
So it's coming a little bit more every day, Mr. Willie. Thanks for asking. And so they're working hard on it to try to get it, freed up even more. But overall, I guess we're okay. Very warm in PA, Joseph says. Yeah, it was warm here. It really was. We were outside most of the day working. So
yes.
5-star property. Hello there.
Hello.
Hope all is well with you.
You should be all through plowing snow.
Yeah. Unless it's a big old pile in the parking lot somewhere that needs to be removed.
That's true, I guess.
Well, look who dropped in. Chelsea Stoddard.
Hey, Chelsea.
Hello. Hope you're doing well, Chelsea. Jesse and Lisa got you up on the 60-inch. It looks like somebody shaved today. Did you notice that? Did you notice that? Did you? Look at that. Well, winter
the weather's
time,
warming up. Yeah.
On those cold days when I'm outside most of the time, I keep a little insulation there. But when it's warmer, I try to look a little more shaven anyway. So looking good though, isn't it?
Oh, you always look good.
Rayma says hello to Chelsea. Chelsea, Rayma's on here, so say hello to her. Bert Dasher, hey Chelsea. How many would like to see Chelsea? We figured out how to bring Chelsea in on a live stream here. So if you want to see Chelsea and chat with her, let us know. And we'll send her an invite.
Thumbs up or something. We'll see if we can.
Mr. Willie 95, give Bella some moonshine and she'll stay calm. The way she's been acting, I might need the moonshine, Mr. Willie.
Tell ya.
Rayma, so much for being on the border. That's the truth. You can't go across it anyway, can you, Rayma? They've got it all blocked off there, as far as I know. Where are we at here? Tom Fillmore. Let me see here. Yeah, I was busy today. Was a new measure to
What's this? I knew this was going to come up. It's okay. I'm ready for it.
Tom says, was busy today. It was a new measure tape. My old 3/8 and 3/4 wasn't the same on my old tape. Oh, we laughed over that so much.
We have laughed.
Yeah, we did.
Well,
we did.
Tony spent a ton of time laughing as he was editing.
Oh, man.
And he cut an awful, hey, no pun intended.
Yeah.
He cut an awful lot out of that video. You can just imagine.
Maybe we should do a blooper reel, an unedited blooper reel.
Maybe
I don't know.
Maybe someday.
Mr. Willie, Tony showing off the guns. There we go. Yeah. Jesse and Lisa, it was a balmy 84 degrees Fahrenheit here.
Oh, man.
My.
I'm so envious.
Yeah, it's crazy. That's warm. That's real warm.
That's
I like
beautiful.
I like 72.
Oh, I'd be right out there in it.
Bert Dasher, give Tony some of that moonshine and he won't know he has shoulder pain. Yeah, I don't know if there's anybody ever made it up here. They make Newfoundland screech up here. And Newfoundland screech, that'll peel the paint off an old barn. Their stuff was wicked stuff. That was. Rebecca says hello to Chelsea. Mr. Willie, Chelsea is here. The live stream will go off the rails. There's the Dimples lady.
Yes, Rebecca's the Dimples lady.
Rebecca, bring her on. Bert Dasher, thumbs up.
Okay, they're
Renee
asking for
Brooks,
Chelsea.
love to see Chelsea. Just let's see where we're at here. 5-star property service. Snow is all gone here. Waiting game for April 1st to do spring cleanups and landscape stuff. March is too early. Best to wait for April 1st here. Yeah, that's the same. It's so muddy here. We couldn't do anything anyway.
Yep. We are up to our knees in mud.
Yep.
Right now.
Not right now.
Well, no.
We're in the house right now.
But
She
down in
just
that,
gets mixed up.
collecting that sap, let me tell you.
All right, everybody. Here's what we're going to do. I am going to send Chelsea an invite. Now, I don't know if it will stop the screen from you guys seeing us or not. Probably not, but here goes. I'm going to send it to her and stay with us. If you went anywhere, do not leave.
Oh, we're still here.
Good. That's awesome.
I think.
Let's hope. Let's hope. Hopefully it all. Now, let's go to Chelsea. All right there. and sending message. Okay.
We're still on here, dear.
Are we?
They can still see us.
Okay, there. All right, so we just sent an invite to Chelsea, and let's see what happens.
Should we catch up comments while we're waiting?
All right, we will.
We'll wait for Chelsea to
let me see. Renee Brooks from Kentucky. How's the weather in Kentucky there today, Renee?
I'm sure
what's that old husband, Jamie? What's he up to? I love to see Chelsea. She says, haven't seen her in so long. We haven't either.
Well, that's the truth. It's been quite a while.
Yeah. 5-star property service. We read that. Okay. Rayma put Chelsea on. We are. She's coming right up. Thelma Prather, how's Joni's back feeling this week? Just a second.
Much better.
Let me see. About the same to me. Yeah.
It's doing much better. I have a supplement that I'm taking that my sweet hubby went and got me. And it's a joint supplement that you take for a long time and you get better. So I'm feeling a lot better. So thank you for asking.
All right. Here we go. Hey, Chelsea.
There she is.
Hi.
How are you tonight?
Hi. Can you make me this way? Can you zoom me out?
Let me see. How's that?
Oh, you're so clever, dear. Look at that.
Is that better?
Yes.
Okay.
It was
All
way
right.
too close to me.
Oh, you zoomed us out too. Good thing we don't mind. We're all zoomed out now.
All right. I think Mom wants us to.
Oh, no, it's fine. I want Chelsea to become. She's our guest.
All right, everyone. Let us know if you can see and hear Chelsea because she is here.
She's got her earbuds in. I see them.
Can you hear us okay, Chelsea? Yes?
Okay.
No? Are you getting feedback?
You took her to your tablet.
Are you getting feedback?
Not anymore.
Okay. All right. Because, yeah, you have to, if you're using earbuds, you have to turn your volume way down on your computer.
Okay, now she's gone. We can't hear you, Chelsea.
I can't hear you at all, Chelsea.
Okay, she'll fix it.
All right. We'll catch up to you.
She's quite the tech.
Can you hear me now?
We can hear you now.
Oh, good.
So, everyone, you can ask Chelsea just about anything you want to ask her.
And she will give you an answer. I'll tell you that. It may be slightly embellished, and it is guaranteed to be comical.
Mr. Willie 95 says in tonight's
compliments.
Mr. Willie 95 says in tonight's live stream, Joni will teach us how to measure.
Ha ha ha.
Oh,
You guys are funny.
Well, you know.
Yep, that was funny, I know.
Yeah.
I know.
Chelsea says, haha, wow, making me feel so loved, everyone.
Yeah.
Mr. Willie 95 is laughing at Bert. Roy, how you doing, Roy?
Good evening.
Good evening, sir. Greetings, Joni and Tony. Well, it sure is the busy season for you. Hope the SAP is running full. It is running like crazy. We have about 1,000 liters, which is roughly 275 gallons that we're going to boil tomorrow. Mm-hmm. And we're still working daylight to dark, getting the shack ready. Work today. You'll want to see this video coming up. We do have the evaporator in the sugar shack.
We do, and
You'll
we're
see
not
how we did that.
Telling you how it happened.
Today I hooked up the new chimney and flue for it, so it makes it safe inside. And so tomorrow morning, the fire bricks are going in, and we're lighting her up, and we're going to be boiling probably for 24 hours.
Yeah.
But the SAP is running. The only thing with the SAP is that we need cold evenings. So it has not dipped below freezing here for 2 nights. So that actually slows the SAP run down. We need it to, kind of go down below 0. And
she's responding to comments. Everyone's bragging on her.
Yeah. So anyhow, but there's lots of SAP. The buckets are full.
We better catch up because she's getting her own fan club.
Roy Cleo, thumbs up, everyone, please. Please do that.
Thank you.
And we do want to say YouTube released a new video this week. And they talked about how important views are. Apparently, the way this whole thing works, views and likes are the most important things. And they said it's very important to put likes up there, because that's how they know that people are engaging with our videos. And the more likes they see, the more they push our videos. And so if we can, please remember, everyone, just put that thumbs up, that like in there. Chelsea's being silly here. What do you think, Chelsea?
Well, I was just letting you do your thing. I don't know about Scott.
We got a little bit of a delay there on our side. So,
well, I found that it opens the streaming portal and the YouTube portal, so I had to mute the YouTube portal so I didn't get feedback.
Okay, I see. Okay. Renee Brooks says it's been in the 60s today. Jamie's playing his PlayStation right now. Oh my!
He is not over here with us.
You tell him get off that PlayStation.
Tell him he can play that game anytime.
Renee says hello to Chelsea. Can you see the comments? No, you can't see the comments.
I can. Okay. I just wasn't going to talk over you. I was waiting till you got to them.
Okay, yes. Thelma Prather, love it. How neat to see all three of you.
It is, isn't it?
It is. We did invite our other daughter, but she has church tonight.
She's in church right now.
And so that's where she's at.
But we're going to work at getting her on here too.
Bert Dasher says hello, Chelsea.
Hi, Bert.
Jesse and Lisa, look at those awesome dimples. Yes.
Right here from Dad. Both of our girls each have one dimple.
I had to share.
He did. He had to share.
Yeah, the other one's just a chubby cheek.
Let's see here. And Rebecca, very beautiful young lady. She is, Rebecca. We have to agree. She's soaking this all in.
She lights up the room everywhere she goes.
Yeah,
that's the truth.
She's an electrician.
Good energy. What can I say?
She's a light bulb salesman.
Chelsea, you got something funny to add?
I don't work in anything remotely electrical. I work in childcare.
There you go. Mr. Willie 95, I see where Chelsea gets her beauty from. Joni. There you go.
Oh, thank you. I've never met that lady before. I don't even know these people. They've been for weeks. Come on here.
Rayma says, hi, dear. Great to see you. As beautiful as ever. Thank you, Rayma. I try. Bert Dasher says he can hear you loud and clear. Tom Fillmore. Hi, Chelsea. Nice to meet you.
Hi, Tom. Nice to meet you through these comments.
And Scott Brom says, hey. And Mr. Willie 95. Did your mom really try to cook a roast on the stove?
Oh, no, he's bringing that up, is he?
Well, it was before my time, Mr. Willie, because that was when she was first married to my dad. I didn't come around for a little bit longer, but the story that I've heard from Nana is that did happen.
It did. Really did.
It did happen. And you're froze. There you are. Either that or you either froze or had a real bad kink in your neck.
She's drinking her bubbly. She's got her drink right with her. She's all prepared.
Nisha, how are you, Nisha?
Hi, Nisha.
Nisha.
She says hello to Chelsea.
Nisha, isn't this cool?
Yeah. Roy Clemo, that is what I wanted to see, is how you got that evaporator in there. Mm-hmm. It was actually, Roy, really simple. And
don't tell them.
I'm not going to tell you how we did it. But we did it, and you're going to see it on, I think, the next video, or close to it. We might be 2 videos away because we have quite a bit of footage. So I might, it might be 2 videos before you see it, but it's happening. Zach, how are you, Zach?
Hey, Zach.
Look who we got on here, Zach.
It's my #1 fan.
It's Chelsea. It's Zach is Chelsea's.
Chelsea.
Rebecca, MBF just went live. Did they? Oh man.
I wish they'd have told us.
I did not know. Well, they didn't have to tell us.
No.
But anyhow, we're not trying to compete with anybody. So we apologize if we're infringing on anybody's time.
Not at all.
Bert Dasher, question for Chelsea. The 1974 Junior World Hockey Championship featured Canada against Russia playing in Czechoslovakia. What happened at that game? I'll give you a hint. They made a movie out of it, Chels.
Something about the Soviet Union. I don't know.
No, it's a hockey movie. Now, Zach might know this.
Miracle.
There you go.
She knew it. I'm impressed.
That was the first movie Zach and I ever watched on Disney Plus. That's what happens when you let him pick the movies. It was actually quite a good movie. And the USA won, I believe. I don't remember.
Okay.
Let me see here. Okay, Jesse and Lisa. Looks like MBF is starting their live stream now. Okay. Scott Brom, we boiled all day, but our sap is just about done. Wow, because Scott is just starting. Honestly,
Yeah.
We've only had 3 good days of sap running. The first day when it really started, I mean, it was just like the whole the whole reservoir or sap all hit us at once. And that was a really good day. And then the last 2 days, it's been pretty good. It hasn't been, wonderful like the first day, but it's been pretty good. But it's because it's been really warm. So we don't have the cold temperature at night, but it's supposed to go back down below freezing and then come back up sunny, nice, warm days again. So that should get it going really well. Mr. Willie 95, Joni, measure class cost $9.95 an hour. Oh, he's hot. He's making fun of me.
Stressed.
Oh my Lord, dogs here.
What's that, Chels?
Mom was so stressed when she was measuring. I was dying.
It was funny. What'd you like about the video? What was the funny part?
I think this was one of your best. In my opinion, I thought it was one of the funniest. I liked your little words when Mom was taking a while to cut things.
Well, I didn't take quite that long. You know your dad.
I'm sure he played it up. I'm sure there were some theatrics, but
there were theatrics. Right.
And I mean, Zach and I watched it together, and we were both laughing so hard because Dad would just be whistling or eating an apple. And
Yes, I know. I told your dad.
That was funny.
I told him that. This is the editor's privilege.
And he knew stuff when he was throwing in those little words. And then I thought it was funny when you just like randomly showed up and was like, today's snack of choice is the gala apple.
you guys know I'm so random, Chelsea. I needed my own reality show. Remember who said that for years?
Was the gala apple?
Bert Asher is talking to Scott, and Scott is saying, hello, Sam. What's new? Raymond Martin. How do you do a thumbs up? I'm on my iPhone, and I didn't see any.
Okay, so she has to go back.
When I was on my phone, it wasn't showing up good for me. I had to get on my computer.
Yeah, okay. Sometimes you have to just go on your computer or your iPad, and right under the video where you're watching it, it'll say like.
Yeah.
Just hit the like, Like.
But Raymond, what I'm thinking you may have to do on your phone is, I think that you may have to actually leave the chat just for a moment, and then you hit the like, and then you can come back to the chat.
Yeah.
Try that. I think that'll work.
Who knows? If that doesn't work, sign up for Joni's class of measuring tape perfections.
Right.
That'll help.
Moving right along.
Scott Brom got some video and pics for you today. Okay, I think they're talking to Sam. Yep, Thelma Prather is laughing. Jesse and Lisa, was she adopted?
Why do you ask that?
Why, Jesse? Tell us. Why do you think that? Bert Dasher, seeing friends in Canada. Okay, Kyla Lay, she's an electrician. Oh, dear.
Hey, Kyla.
Poor Chelsea. Haha. Hi, guys. How are
Good
you,
to have
Kyla?
you on here tonight.
Say hello, Chelsea.
Definitely an electrician. It's nice to see you, Kyla.
Tony Ramus says, Tony, some things never change. You get a charge of everything. Yeah, I'm kind of like a battery.
Raymond, that was an electrical joke, wasn't it?
Scott Brom, they're out east. I'm in Ontario. Whereabouts in Ontario are you, Scott? Whereabouts? And then Scott says, great job. They're talking there. Marshall, I'm watching both of you at the same time.
Oh no.
Now that's got to be fun.
Oh goodness.
If I could find a way to link it up,
To-
I would.
Wouldn't that be something?
But I'm not sure how I could do that. So anyhow, Mike Pierce, I got both live streams going, and the first thing I do is hit the like button. Love both channels. Thank you so much,
Oh.
Mike. We appreciate that.
Yes.
And I don't know if can we communicate over to MBF? You should try to send them a message, say, hey guys. See, Scott, we had a week today. It was day 3. We only had 200 trees tapped. Yeah, we've got, I think we've got right around,
What was that?
probably 125. No, we've got about 150 taps in right now, but we're just getting started. We have had such a late season here, but we're so excited because by the time we're done boiling what we have right now, we should have 7-8 gallons of brand new fresh maple syrup. Rebecca, I'm flipping back and forth. Okay.
Oh goodness.
Well, don't throw your back out.
I just went over and said hello.
Scott Sobert, aka Sam, sent me to visit. I'm in Ontario and met Sam in Oklahoma with the channel I help edit. Okay. All right, there's a connection. Bert Dasher, Chelsea, that's the night they turned all the lights out in the rink because of the big brawl between the players. When the lights came back on, Canada had beaten the Russian team and went on to win. Yes, I watched a video on that last week. They turned all the lights out. Jesse and Lisa, I loved it when Tony was acting like he couldn't hear Joni.
Wasn't that awful?
Making Joni yell, dude.
You know what? I am so glad, in a way. Starting this channel has been very enlightening for both of us. Because, I mean, I get to see what my family has been telling me for years, that obviously I'm very funny, and I don't realize how funny I am, you know?
I don't think that's quite how we put it.
I think Tony is maybe realizing a few things, too.
Like what?
I don't know.
Like always have a gala apple.
Well, you do love gala.
Yeah.
That's your apple of choice. So,
Chelsea, what's happening in the big city tonight?
Well, let me run through my day for you. So I went to work and then
be like a play-by-play.
I'll make it fast. I went and got tacos. Went and bought a new mirror. Then I had practice for our Easter service that's coming up because I'm involved with the music. It's not a drama, just music. So I had music practice. Then I came home and here I am. See how fast that was?
That was quick. Oh, we're glad. Where's Zach tonight?
Zach has hockey at 10 o'clock.
Okay.
His league has games twice a week.
I see. All right.
So that's where he is. I had, asked him if he was going to make an appearance. And unfortunately, due to prior commitments, he was unable to join us. But
okay. There you go.
He'll try it again another time.
Okay. Alrighty.
Scott Brum, he's 30 minutes north of Ottawa. Okay, I think we've talked before because Nathaniel, my nephew lives in Ottawa. Mr. Willie 95, Tony is the spark of life. I don't know about that. We try to have fun, whatever we do. Rebecca, they go on live random. Yes, Rebecca, I know. They mentioned that their internet is spotty sometimes. So, but anyway.
Yeah.
Jesse and Lisa. Lisa wants to know how far away Chelsea is from you as the car drives. Not as the crow flies, as the car drives. All right. Let's give you 2 answers. First, my wife will answer that question because she is good with measurements.
Chelsea is about a 6-hour drive from us. Now, what's your answer?
True.
Thank you, Chelsea. You've made the trip a few times.
Yeah. But Dad drives faster than me.
Yes.
So
it usually takes me about 5 to maybe 5.5 hours.
That's why I have an impeccable driving record.
Yes. But that's about how far she is away.
I'm about 1/16 off.
Yeah. Now she can take the ferry. It's the big boat that goes from her province where she lives to our province, and that would mean that when the boat docks in Digby, Nova Scotia, she's about 40 minutes away from us, 45 minutes there.
Mhm.
And but she has to drive, what is it, an hour and a half to St. John?
Yeah, it's an hour and a half from where I am to where the ferry terminal is. And by the time I'm off work, unfortunately, I couldn't make it there before the ferry docks on a Friday night. So when I do that, I always leave Saturday morning and the boat leaves at like 8 a.m. Then Dad and Mom pick us up on the other side of the river.
Because it's way cheaper to just walk on the boat rather than bringing your vehicle.
Yeah, it saves me about half of what I would spend in gas if I drove my car there just to take the boat. And I mean, they have Wi-Fi, a nice little coffee bar, so pretty much everything that I would need on a regular day. So
Life
Yeah.
jackets, life rafts. You really didn't
I
have no
don't
idea.
go outside. And I
Yeah.
also already got lost in that boat one time, so I don't explore anymore.
Yeah. Mr. Willard says Joni is funny by accident.
That is the truth.
Rayma, Chelsea, are you still living in Nana's?
Well, Rayma, I'll direct my answer to your question. So I do live with my Nana, but we are on very different schedules. So I see her some, but some days I don't really see her at all because I kind of come and go. So I do live with Nana, but I'm completely in the basement and have redone it down here. Looks quite nice if I do say so myself. And Nana's upstairs at the manor. And we connect sometimes in the evenings.
She's
when I'm home.
probably watching upstairs.
Yeah.
She did pop down here earlier, but when she found out that I would be making an appearance, she left. I don't think she wanted to be
And Thelma Prather wants to know what city you live in.
Well, I live in, basically it's Fredericton, New Brunswick. I live right outside of Fredericton, about a 15-minute drive outside of the city. So that's where I live and work and go to church.
Okay. Scott Brom, first time here, Tony, unless we chat on MBF. That could be where I've seen your name, Scott. I'm not
Okay.
sure.
Well, thank you for joining
But we're
us.
so glad that you're here with us tonight.
Yeah.
Hope you enjoy the
I
videos and the
hope
channel.
so.
And, keep coming back. We appreciate the support so much.
Absolutely.
Oh, Bert.
Okay, Scott Brum, he says, oh, okay, my brother-in-law lives in Fredericton. Okay, all right. Mr. Willie 95, what are some funny stories that Chelsea can share about her mom? Oh, there's Mr. Willie. Look, you get her started. We'll let her tell one here in a few minutes. We'll give her some time
Chelsea,
to think
you
up
can
a
only
good one.
pick one. I can imagine.
Rayma says, that's okay, Chelsea. Your dad has been in the basement for a long time. I don't know if it's the basement, Rayma, or the doghouse.
Oh, that's funny.
What's the matter?
It's fixing my chair.
Is it broke?
Well, our legs were locking up underneath.
I don't feel like I should be here.
I don't know. I don't know what your legs were doing, but mine are fine.
The chair legs.
My chair is actually slowly sinking, so I keep having to fix it.
Yeah. You can't do your yoga right now. Bert Dasher, Chelsea even talks like Joni. You think so, Bert?
Wow.
I've literally never heard that before in my life, Bert. I got it.
She is so much like her dad, completely like her dad in all things. The only thing Chelsea and I have in common, other than the fact she's her daughter, is music. And that's pretty much it.
Yes, Chelsea has gone to school and she's got a 5-year degree and she sings and plays and all kinds of good stuff.
Sings like a little bird.
Yeah, crow.
No. Chelsea has an amazing voice and she even has a song on iTunes.
She does. You can go on iTunes. What's it called?
Overcomers.
You probably can put the link up.
Yeah, Overcomers on
I'm
iTunes.
sure she can.
Yeah, by Urshan College, Chelsea Stoddard. Yeah.
I mean, it's not write the song. I just sang on it.
She sang
Right.
it. Yeah.
Chelsea, Jesse and Lisa, a 5-hour drive for us, and we're not even 1/3 of the way through Texas. And no, Joni, that wasn't a tape measure.
Yeah, Texas is what? Is it the largest state? It's a big one.
Scott Brum, I'm sure I'll be back. I love to support good Canadian content. Well, we appreciate the support for sure, Scott. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Bert Dasher, does Chelsea know her tape measurements?
Chelsea has her dad's mathematical brain. I can reassure you.
If so, get her to cut your wood. Yeah. Only thing with that, Bert, is I'd have to wait even longer because she'd have to go up. She's cutting it in Fredericton and drive 5.5 hours to bring me the piece.
I could know how long it took Mom to cut it, though, so you should be on schedule.
Yeah. Trevor Fillmore, just found your channel. My father told me about you guys. Got you subbed up. Thank you, Trevor.
Oh, thank you.
And thank you, Tom, for telling him about us.
That's
We're so appreciative.
That's
And
awesome.
so, Trevor, we hope you enjoy yourself here and
Yeah.
welcome aboard.
Welcome.
We sure do enjoy your dad on here, that's for sure.
Yes, and his stories about Mr. Higgins.
Oh, yes, all kinds of good stories. Hey, Bruce, how you doing?
Good evening.
Hello, Maple people. Woohoo, second COVID vaccine tomorrow. Okay. Still none here. No announcements for any.
Well, not for us.
We haven't heard anything.
I mean, it's here, but it's not for us yet.
Not for us yet. That's my point.
We're too young.
We're too young.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I think Chelsea, didn't you get a call for what? No, something to do with childcare.
My work is is early learning, like childhood, so we're daycare. So whenever it becomes available to the elementary schools in April, to the teachers there, it also becomes available to us. So basically, we're going to be contacted with registration information should we want to book our vaccines, because we work in daycare.
Okay, well, good.
Yes, Chelsea's in the main front office.
Yeah, I don't work with the kids.
No, she doesn't have kids, but she basically is running the place.
I'm
Honestly.
service.
So Jesse and Lisa, so you're saying Chelsea can read a tape measure?
Chelsea, can you?
Well, the thing about Chelsea is that her boyfriend is a carpenter. He's gone to school of carpentry, and he is a framer for a big company in Fredericton. And so she's pretty much surrounded by men who use tape measures and things like that. So either me or her boyfriend. So I think
also order a lot of clothes online, so I have to know how to use a tape measure.
I think those are cloth tape measures, though, aren't they?
Numbers.
Chelsea, Bert Asher says he sings and plays guitar. What instruments do you play, Chelsea?
I play piano. I can play a little bit of guitar, very much self-taught on the guitar, so I can only play like 4 chords. And that's pretty much it, I think.
Chelsea, no, you're forgetting something.
You are phenomenal on the spoons.
On the spoons.
I do like my ice cream, so.
Yeah,
No, but she seriously can play the spoons.
and the harmonica.
The harmonica.
I wouldn't say I'm like great at those, but I could probably get us through a little shindig if you really need to.
I think we've done a shindig or two in the past.
Yeah, I mean, I could probably get you through, but I wouldn't be booking any tours.
Chelsea's favorite lady on YouTube, besides her mother, is the spoon lady.
The spoon lady
from Kentucky, I think it is. Yeah.
Yeah, she can play them well.
Yeah, she sure can. Mr. Willie 95, I bet Chelsea never had a dull moment with her dad.
No.
No, I gave her pencil sharpeners as gifts.
So is this a good time to have Chelsea tell her one favorite story?
I haven't thought of anything. There's so many to tell. I don't even know where to think one.
Bruce Swope, he says, I'm old, 71. That's not old, Bruce. We call that well seasoned.
We do, but I think the reason he's saying is he got the vaccine.
Yeah.
But see, you're in a whole different country.
Yeah.
So it makes a big difference.
Ex-row Canadian. Hey, Joni, are the trees giving you any liquid? They are. They are.
Yeah.
We've got about 1,000 liters is what we've got right now. And we're going to boil that all down tomorrow. So that'll give us, probably, like I said, about 7 gallons of 7 gallons of maple syrup. Hopefully, maybe more than that. We're not sure. But the sugar content, the Brex content is really high this year. You can literally, when you drink the sap out of the bucket, it tastes sugary. You can taste the sweetness to it. So it's a really nice run of sap. And yeah, the trees are really giving us some good liquid there.
Absolutely.
We don't have all of our taps in. Here, the sap's really only been running for like 3 days. So I still got time to put in another, 40 or 50 taps. So we're going to. Surviving Maine on 20 Acre Farm.
Hey,
Good
guys.
evening, folks. Glad to see you. And we are glad to see
Glad
you.
to see you.
How's everything in Maine? How's your weather? Is it warming up? Getting snow left?
I think everything's growing well in that huge greenhouse you guys have.
Bruce Swope, half, quarter, eighth, 16th, 32th.
You know what? I meant to bring your carpenter's pencil here and have it.
Oh,
for
yeah,
the
that was
time.
also funny to me.
I did. I meant to.
Keep this pencil out. I can't be cutting so much. I just keep that pencil right here.
Well, no, but I mean, it's
Oh,
and
my.
anyone who works with a real carpenter's pencil knows. I mean,
Yes.
it's not your fine point. Let's
Little
just say
scoop
that.
out.
Jesse and Lisa and Tony can play the radio.
Tony
That's
plays the
about-
drums.
I play the drums and
Yep.
pick away at the bass a little bit.
Plays guitar, but he's a very good drummer.
I don't know if I'm very good, but I play.
You play.
Thelma Prather, the spoons and harmonica. Awesome. You should play for us sometime. My husband plays spoons and harmonica.
She put LOL, so I'm not sure. Where is he at tonight?
Yeah, where
Usually he's on here.
Where is he at tonight, Thelma Prather? Where is that hubby? Angela texted us and said that I got a haircut today. I cut my own. I buzzed it right off. Bert Dasher. Chelsea is one woman bluegrass band. She is.
She is.
Yeah,
That's
she
right.
can sing.
You have no idea.
And he says maybe we can. Bert says maybe we can play our instruments and sing together someday. Chelsea, we call it the North-South collaboration.
That's good.
You know
Sounds
what?
great.
We'll hook everybody up on here.
That is
We'll
great.
invite Bert on, and then Chelsea, I can have up to 6 people on here at one time, and everybody will play the guitar, the piano, and all that stuff. We'll just have a regular old shindig. Let
Cool.
me see. Scott Brom, our maples are budding. Really? Wow.
Oh, wow. And he's
We are,
where? Is he in Ontario?
Yeah. We're a
Wow.
long ways from any trees budding here right now.
Yeah.
No, we just came through
I mean,
the coldest of cold for around here. I mean, it's just last 3 days that it's actually warmed up at all.
mhm.
So it's coming now. So Raymond Martin, gotta go. Nice seeing you. Work calls real early
Aw,
tomorrow. Raymond,
thank you,
thank you so
Rayma.
much for coming on here. Always great to hear
Thank
from
you.
you. And we'll be back here next Tuesday night too, if y'all want to join us
Yes,
there.
and we
Rayma.
may be a little earlier.
And hey, Rayma, share our channel. Tell all your kids and everybody about us so they'll go on there and subscribe too.
Have a good night, Raymond.
See
A good
you
day
later.
tomorrow.
Surviving Maine in 20. SAP is running full speed for the last week. Okay, good. Now, do you guys tap any trees there? Surviving Maine on 20 acre farm. Do you guys have any maple syrup stuff going on? Jesse and Lisa. Lisa is asking how much sap on average does a maple tree usually provide? Well, it depends on some different factors. One is health of the tree. Second, how large is the tree? Obviously, a really big tree that's really healthy will give you more sap because you can put more taps in it. But honestly, like right now, we've got some trees that are giving us, per day, more than 5 gallons of sap.
Yeah.
And then we've got other trees that are giving us 3 gallons of sap. It depends on that, all that stuff. So Chelsea's waving.
She's getting comments.
Okay. So I don't know if that answers the question very good. How big the canopy is overhead, the root system, has it been a dry year, things like that. It all affects it for sure. But I would say probably over a 2-week period of time, a really healthy large tree probably would give us 5 gallons a day, 35. So I'd say 70 gallons is a good guess, somewhere around there. Eric Cartwright, how long have you been on your farm? We have been here, 3.5 years? About 3.5 years where we've been
going
here.
into our fourth.
Going into our fourth, yeah.
Mhm.
Mr. Willie 95. Tony's so lucky that Joni is such a good sport. You know what, Mr. Willie? I am. And she is a great sport. And I know somebody had mentioned that I was being harsh on her or something. But what everyone needs to know is we joke around like this all the time. That was Chelsea. And, we have no animosity towards each other. We're just carrying on, having fun. And this is the way we've been for 32 years, and we'll always be this way because this is just who we are. But no, I'm not rude to her. I
Oh
don't
no.
hurt her feelings. She gives it back sometimes. And but if I wasn't teasing her and joking around with her, honestly, she would think something's wrong with me.
Yeah.
She really would. So
Yes.
anyhow,
We have a good time.
yeah, we sure do. Let me see. Thelma Prather, yes, he does play them at the church. Okay.
Okay.
Scott Brum, oh, there goes the subs if Bert goes live.
That's funny.
Oh, heavens. Bert
Bert's
Dasher, what are
listening.
you talking
Hello,
about, Willis? What you talking about, Willis? Monica
Funny.
Long, how are you, Monica?
Hey, Monica.
She's saying
Hi.
hello to us and to Chelsea as well. Did you say hello, Chelsea?
I did.
Okay. Scott Brum, elbow cough. We're picking up what you're throwing down there, Scott. Surviving Maine on a 20-acre farm. We have maples, but this time of year, the money is in the greenhouse. Not enough of me to do both.
Yeah.
And I hear you.
Understand that.
Yep, for sure, for sure. So Chelsea, have you got a funny story?
I don't really know. I mean, most of my best ones have already been discussed on this. I mean, there's like the self-eating pie. That's always a crowd pleaser. I mean, I can't really think of a lot on the spot.
Oh wow, I am shocked because I had a couple in my
Well, I
mind.
have to like censor them. I don't know what I can share on here. I mean, I
Thelma Prather.
remember the time you got me the garbage can when I worked really hard. So
I
I mean,
thought for sure you were going to tell maybe the one about the porcupine.
oh yeah. Well, if you don't mind. Okay,
Go
so
ahead.
you. Well, let me tell you. So, a couple of years ago, here where I live at my Nana's, there are trails, walking trails, that we go on. So, Mom and I were walking with I think it was two of the dogs. I don't even remember. There were a couple of them with us. I know for a fact that Ruby and Jade, Mom and Dad's coon hounds, were with us. And so we're just walking, and all of a sudden, the dogs can tell there's something off in this field. And so Mom just like tenses right up and stops and says, "Oh, the dogs see something." And I'm just like, "Yeah." And she's like, do you know what that is? And I just kind of look, and first I was like, it just looks like a pile of dirt. She's like, no, that's not a pile of dirt. Do you know what that is? And I said, oh, no. And so then we get a little closer. She's like, oh, it's a porcupine. And she's like, okay, everyone remain calm. I know what we're going to do. We're going to slowly back away and slowly keep moving on this trail. Now, you have to remember, we were very far away from this porcupine, like very far away. I mean, at least a couple of, eighths or however Mom would measure it. We were far from the porcupine, like probably I'd say a good, 30 feet or if not farther. So anyways, I just said like, okay, Mom, like we'll keep going. And she's like, I do not want that porcupine to spot us because do you know what they can do? And I'm like, I don't really know what porcupines can do. I haven't really looked them up. She's like, they throw their quills at their enemies. And I'm like, Mom, we are so far away. I don't think it's going to just like launch them at us. Like they're not like snipers. And she's just like, I don't know, Chelsea. I don't want to risk it. Let's just keep it moving. So it became this running joke that whenever I got home, I was like, Dad, so apparently porcupines could just like launch their quills for like football field lengths at people. Like, I don't know why the military hasn't like trained these little guys, honestly. So it just became this joke. So sometimes now Dad will say, oh, guess what I saw today? A porcupine on the side of the road. And it's a good thing I ducked. I had my windows down and it was a near miss. So to this day, every time we see a porcupine, we're like, whew, what a close one. So
Yeah.
silent killers, really. The silent killers.
Yeah, it was funny. And honestly, porcupines do not throw their quills. They have to hit you, swat you with their tail. They don't throw their quills.
Now, I do have to say a little important tidbit here that she failed to mention is we had just moved back to Canada. And the girls were little when we left. And I I hadn't spent a ton of time in the woods previously. And I will admit, I did get my fact a little bit, a little bit wrong. But,
Anyway,
so that was important to me that I just didn't want to take those dogs home. And then
I appreciated you caring so much about my safety.
all of them safety. That's right.
Let's get back here.
Okay.
Let me see here. We missed one. Bruce Swope in charge of the battery and the lawnmower. You know what that means? I do. And yes, I'm young in dog years. That means you're going to have to mow some grass, Bruce. That's that's what I see coming in your future. Jesse and Lisa. Lisa wants to know if your Sugar Shack extension will help you produce more syrup, or is it only more room for Tony to hide out and sleep? It's a little bit of both, really. Yeah. Actually, what we're doing is we've never had a roof over our evaporator. And so we were at the mercy of the elements. If it started raining or snowing or whatever, it kind of shut down the whole operation for evaporating. So now with everything contained inside, with a roof over us, of course, it's ventilated and everything. It will allow us to, even if it's raining or snowing or whatever, we'll be able to continue to boil the sap. So it will up our production. Mm-hmm. Yes, it will. And yes, it does gives me a little place to hide. Yeah. Rebecca Stanley, Indiana is lifting mask mandate and opening vaccines up to anyone over 16. Wow.
Oh, wow.
That's a huge thing.
They're ahead of the game, aren't they?
Yeah. Was it last week Texas done away with the mask mandate?
Yes.
Bert Dasher, does Chelsea know how to play hockey? Well, her boyfriend plays hockey. He's one of the best hockey players up there. He plays every week. He plays, but she does not
play. Played in the yard. I can skate. I can ice skate, but I've never actually tried hockey on the ice.
Mr. Willie 95, self-eating pie. It's actually self-dissolving pie. That's what it was. She made lemon pie. She made lemon pie, Mr. Willie, and she had so much lemon in it that it got so acidic it literally dissolved itself.
It's great if you want to lose weight.
Well, the crust was
gone.
Dissolved it. Bert Dasher, this is your chance to get back at your parents, Chelsea. Go for it. Surviving Maine. Let the dirt loose, Chelsea. Rebecca, well, everything is bigger in Texas. Night, guys. She says, night, Rebecca.
Go. Okay, good night, Rebecca. We know we started later tonight.
We did. We started
Thank you for being with us.
Yeah, for sure. Jesse and Lisa. Chelsea, you can tell us the truth. Is Mom and Dad really the Canadian version of Archie and Edith Bunker?
Chelsea, do you even know who they are?
I don't know who that is.
You'll have to look them up, Chelsea.
Let me Google. I'll open another new tab.
Yeah. Oh, my Archie Bunker. I used to love watching Archie Bunker.
We talked about him last week.
Yeah. Gee, to the moon.
Oh,
who was it on the? Someone commented on the last video and said George and Gracie.
That was George and Gracie Allen. That's us. I've always said that.
You have,
because you're like Gracie Allen for all the world.
I don't think I'm quite as ditzy.
Anyway, back to the comments. Eric Cartwright says, "Great story, Chelsea." Bert Dasher, but a Wolverine will tear your face off.
Well, I mean,
yeah, it will too.
They don't have porcupines all over, right? I mean, they're more of a northern.
They're everywhere. They're everywhere.
Tell us in comments. Tell us if you guys have porcupines where you live. I mean, other than the Canadians, but some of the Southerners that are on here, tell us.
According to Google, they're found across North America between Canada and the United States. So there's probably some in the U.S.
Well, why the porcupine cross the road? Just to prove it could be done.
All right.
Lisa wants to know, Jesse and Lisa. Lisa wants to know where Chelsea was born and does she have dual citizenship? So you answer that and tell them the neat little bit of
I'm going to let Chelsea answer that.
Okay.
Well, I don't remember a lot of it. The whole day was a blur. I was honestly quite comfortable where I was until they yanked me out. but I think it was a hospital, Jesse. I'm pretty sure that's where I was born.
She's gonna say that.
Born in Woodstock, New Brunswick, Canada. I do not have dual citizenship because it's my understanding to be a dual citizen, you either have to have a parent born in both countries, or you have to give up your Canadian citizenship to become a U.S. citizen. And I just don't really feel like giving that up. And both of my parents were also born in Canada. So I am just a good old Canadian gal, but I have a lot of U.S. roots.
But tell them when she was born about the nurse.
Now,
Here's an interesting
a
little
very
tidbit.
interesting thing is Chelsea and I were both born in the same hospital.
Not at the same time.
Now, that hospital has since been torn down. They tore it down not that long ago, actually. But that was a very cool thing. And an even more interesting thing. Now, I know Mr. Willie, he likes history. So here's a little bit of Canadian history for you, Mr. Willie. The same nurse was working who, when I was born, she carried me down the hallway to my mother. And she was working when Chelsea was born, and she carried her into me. And so we got a picture with her. So that was very cool.
She had her pet porcupine with her.
Stop.
I actually remember, if I may interject, I remember that Mom introduced me to this lady, and she was like, Chelsea, do you know who this is? And I'm thinking, like, no. I don't remember much about that day. It's the only time I've met this woman before. But it was pretty cool to meet her and to actually know the story.
Yeah.
Yep.
Tom Fillmore, Chelsea, if your mom had her tape, she could have measured the distance to be safe. There you go. She didn't have her tape that day. So they just backed away and left the porcupine alone. Roy Clemo, hey, Chelsea, is that the new pineapple bubbly? We just bought a case. Do you like it or not as good as you were expecting?
Well, it is the pineapple one. I looked everywhere for it because it was sold out here for quite a while. I've tried. They also have peach, which is a new one. My personal favorite is the peach, but I do like the pineapple. I just think the peach is better.
There you go. Mr. Willie 95, poor Joni. Bert Dasher, Tom Fillmore. She would have been a foot and a half short for every 10 feet.
You guys. That is funny.
You could just stretch it or something.
What's that?
Didn't she ask you in the video if you could like make it work or something?
Stretch it. Yeah. It was,
No, I did not say that, Chelsea. That's going way out of context.
Thelma Prather's laughing. Mustafa, hello, everyone. Nice to see you. Hello to you.
Hello.
Welcome. Glad you joined us here tonight.
Yes.
Glad you could. Appreciate
Thank
it so
you.
much. Bert Dasher, we have porcupines in South Carolina. Okay.
Okay.
I did not know if you had those down
Now,
there.
are they the ninja porcupines? Can
Ninja
they really
porcupines.
launch those quills?
Oh, yeah. Bert Dasher, you could marry a U.S. citizen and still maintain dual citizenship under U.S. law. So there you go, Chelsea.
I don't think that's going to work out.
No, your man is from New Brunswick.
He's clearly Canadian, right? Hockey all the way.
Yeah, and Thelma Prather says, that's awesome. LOL. Mr. Willie, oh, cool story, Joni. Jesse and Lisa. Aw, that was a neat story, Joni. It was a neat
It
story.
was neat,
It really was
yeah.
cool. It was pretty, to think that the nurse that carried you to your mom
Yep.
carried our daughter to you as well.
That's
So
right. That's
I
right.
think I went hunting that day. No.
Well, that's a story because he did.
Yeah, but not right. Chelsea was born first. You'd been in labor for 12 hours. You were exhausted.
Mhm.
Chelsea didn't need anything at that point in time that I had to offer. So both of you were sleeping.
Yep.
So I did what any respectable man would do.
Right.
I went hunting. Oh, actually, I went hunting with Raymond Martin, her husband. He's deceased now, but I went hunting with him.
Yes, you
So,
did.
yeah, he was one of my best friends.
Struggle of a fall birthday.
Yeah.
That's right. Chelsea's born right in hunting season.
Roy Clemo, thanks, Chelsea. Now the missus wants to drive back down to get the peach.
Really good. I highly recommend. It's worth the drive.
Yeah. I hope you're happy.
Chelsea, where do you buy yours at?
Well,
Like,
most grocery stores have it. I've
Okay.
seen it at Walmart.
I didn't know if you like stocked up at Costco or something because you like it.
I do buy Costco. Unfortunately, at least Costco here doesn't have the new flavor. So
I can read this.
I only buy them at Walmart or Sobeys.
Jesse and Lisa. So what did you do with all the short boards Joni undercut? I'm asking for a friend.
Oh, you guys are so funny.
Can you say kindling?
That's right.
Because that's what they went for. Fire starters.
But you know what? I think you did make most of them work. You did.
Oh yeah, that's Mike Pierce. Tony's hi Mike, how you doing? Tony's board stretcher wasn't working well that day. You know what? My board stretcher worked about as good as my sky hook did. That was about it. Peter Wagonek, love the show. Adelaide, South Australia here.
Good evening.
How are things in South Australia?
Yes.
So glad to see you
glad
back.
you're here, and it's very late there, isn't it?
It must be later there than it is here.
Yes.
It is what, 10 o'clock here?
I think.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Yes. Chelsea will soon have to sign off and go to bed.
Yeah.
Yes.
Bird Dasher, tell your boyfriend to get drafted in NHL by an American team, and both you could be naturalized citizens before his contract expires.
Hey, Bert, we don't want her to leave.
If his
I'll
mom
tell
is
you-
still on here, she will not like that, Bert.
Yes, Monica.
I'll tell you what, though, Bert, he can skate. That boy can play hockey. I'll tell you, he can play hockey.
He's a fast little mover, isn't he, Chelsea?
Well, he's
On the ice.
Well, I will say that he is a fast skater. I think
Yes.
we put that in there.
And you
Yeah.
go and cheer him on.
Jesse
don't
and
you?
Lisa, Australia's in the house. Yes. And we're so glad you are from
are.
Australia. I want to go to Australia someday.
Yes.
You know, I really do. Let's get everybody and go to Australia.
Have a bloomin' onion.
Just take what are we going to call it? The Creekside cruise to Australia.
There you go.
That'd be so fun.
Mhm.
Hey everybody, a little bit of update. We are excited today. The reason we had to not start till 9 o'clock. We've had some huge struggles with our computer editing. It has been taking me 10 hours, 12 hours just to do one video because we have an older computer. And it was really slow. And then it would freeze and I'd have to shut it down. So it became a really tough time trying to get videos edited. So we found a second-hand one in a place about an hour from here. And so we went and looked at it and it fit our budget. But it's made and built. It's an iMac and it's built for video editing.
Mhm.
So we're really excited about that because even though it's not brand new, it's new to us. And, we need,
Mhm.
you've got to have a computer to handle the editing. And we did
Right.
not. It was very difficult and frustrating, to be honest, to try to get videos edited.
Yeah.
That, taking 10 hours, 12 hours.
Exactly.
It's crazy.
Exactly.
So we're excited. We haven't got it set up yet, but
Mhm.
so now just pray now that it all works good and we can use that now and certainly expedite the whole editing process by hours and hours.
Because
for
we want to
sure.
continue to bring you top quality, entertaining content.
For sure.
But as our season is about to get very busy with
Mhm.
gardening and all of that stuff, we don't want Tony to have to be glued to this chair for hours and hours. So,
Yeah. So we had to just bite the bullet and just go get it and to get ourselves to that place where we could actually edit stuff
see if
and
she
do things
needs-
better.
she may
So
need to go out.
yeah. Jesse and Lisa, it sure was a treat having your very beautiful daughter on tonight. Yes, it was. And we're probably going to let her get back to her stuff here So everyone say good night to Chelsea. And Chelsea, you can stay on if you like the comments and stuff. We're going to go back to single screen, but thanks for joining us. Okay.
I'm sorry, I was distracted.
All right.
I saw a couple of comments, guys. I do have to take off. It's getting late and I have to get up early for work. But to everybody that said hi to me, thank you so much for your kind words. And Tom, I just really quickly am gonna see he said something about me. I have no idea who Zach thinks will win that. How about I ask him and we'll tell you on the next live.
All right.
All right, everyone.
Bye,
Good night.
Good night, Chelsea.
Bye,
Love
Chels.
you.
Bye-bye.
Love you. See ya.
Bye.
All right, and that was our daughter Chelsea. We did invite our other daughter Michaela on, but she was she had a church service tonight that she was going to go to, and so that was priority. And so we appreciate her, getting with us at another time. It'll work
and
out.
she will.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, I gotta get caught up here. Bert Dasher, isn't Australia flooding right now?
Yes, it is. I heard that.
Okay. I didn't know that.
Yes.
Monica Long, I would love to visit Australia. Let's go. All right. Tell Steve, get packed. Mr. Willie 95, NHL players make great money. I don't know how much they make. I don't think they make as much as the football players in the NFL, but anyway. Thelma Prather, Eliana went to an island. Elena? Okay, yeah. Sorry. Went to an island close to Australia. Can't think of the name right now.
Oh, wow.
Was it New Zealand? Bert Dasher said New Zealand. I don't know what other ones are there. So
that would be a beautiful place.
Yeah, for sure. Bert Dasher, is Canada changing over from 4G to 5G as well? I think so. I've heard talk of it. There are some places that you can get it now, but it's not a lot yet. So I think we're still on I know on our router we have a 5G setting, but I can't always use it. I do know that. So, but anyway, Jesse and Lisa, Tony, our luck, we would take a trip to Australia and they won't even have a blooming onion in the whole country.
I love those blooming onions.
We'll have to go to the Outback Steakhouse to do that.
Or make your own.
Or make your own. Yeah, that's good to do on the grill. Tom Fillmore.
Oh, she saw that question.
Oh, Chelsea answered that question. Okay, Mike Pierce. Does that mean we'll be able to see a 2 a day now? I don't know. We'll see 2 a day, but honestly, Mike, it has gotten so bad that it just the last like 4 or 5 videos, mid video, it would freeze. I'd have to shut it down. Start it back up. It was just one thing after another. And so, we just had to bite the bullet and, do what we had to do to make it happen. And so we did. And, now we just put her to work. And I know this, it's 4 times faster as far as the graphic card goes. So who knows how many videos we'll be able to put out there now. But I don't know if you guys could handle us for 2 videos a day. I know this. We got to get our views up. That's for sure. So, or a thumbs up or likes up anyway. Let me see. Thelma, good night. Good to see you. Take care.
Good night
to you as well. Thelma Prather. Thank you so much. You guys are awesome. Us. Roy Clemo, the Creekside Great Australian Wilderness Tour. There we go. Pay double for the first ticket and get the second ticket free. Great promotion. That's the way to do it right there. Mr. Willie 95, being glued to a chair wouldn't feel great. It doesn't.
No, poor guy.
Yeah. Velcro's bad too. That's for sure. I'm just trying to make you smile, Mr. Willie. But no, but we're glad you're on here. Bert Dasher, nice meeting or seeing you, Chelsea, next time. Yeah, she'll be back. Trust me, Bert, she'll be back. Mike Pierce, good night, Chelsea. Good to see you. Ron Prather, here he is. Of course, we want top quality entertainment. Good night, Chelsea. Here you play harmonica and the spoons.
Oh,
she does, and she's gone there now. She's got a busy day tomorrow. She gets up very early, and she's really involved at work, and she's really involved in her church and all those sort of things. So
just to be in the office at about 7 something, 7:30, I think. Yeah.
Tom says, good night, Chelsea. Nice meeting you. Mustafa, good night, Chelsea. Thelma Prather, we're going Saturday to Outback in Grand Rapids. Join us, 3 p.m. That'd be good.
We were in Grand Rapids years
Yeah.
ago.
Yep.
Yeah.
I remember the last time we were in the Outback Steakhouse in Joplin, Missouri.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember I ordered, it was a ribeye. They brought it out. That thing was so tough and so overcooked.
Yeah.
You couldn't even eat it. So I very nicely
Yeah.
called the waitress over, and they brought me out a brand new steak. Well, of course, it wouldn't be secondhand,
Mm-hmm.
but they brought me out another steak. It was cooked perfectly, and it was really, really good. But I'll tell you, the best steaks I had when we were in the United States
Mm-hmm.
was at help me,
Applebee's.
Texas Roadhouse.
Roadhouse. Mm-hmm.
Is my all-time favorite place to eat. But
We
Applebee's has a Bourbon Street steak.
Yeah, you like Applebee's.
That is out of this world.
Well,
good.
they did have.
They did have.
They could have changed the menu. They do that.
But Applebee's, that Bourbon Street steak,
Yes.
almost every Sunday night we would go there and I'd have one. Oh, it was so good. Oh man. But anyway, none of that stuff around here. We have no steakhouses, nothing. We got a couple little piddly restaurants. That's about it, and nothing more than that. So, Thelma Prather, good to hear that. We're meeting friends we haven't seen in a year. Texas Roadhouse is ours. Well, that's ours too. We like
said
that.
Good night before that.
Tom said good night, guys. Great live chat. Good night, Tom.
Good
and
night.
Thank you for letting your son know about us. We appreciate that. Trevor Fillmore.
It's
and
awesome.
So we look forward to having him on board as well.
Uh-huh.
And Thelma Prather says, yes, that was a good one at Applebee's. Jesse and Lisa, you're correct. You can't beat the Texas Roadhouse. The rolls are the best too. Oh, they are.
Yes.
Oh, man, those rolls.
They're the best.
You eat. If you're not careful, you fill up on those rolls before your food gets to you.
Well, it's the same at Cracker Barrel with the those corn muffins.
Cornbread muffins at Cracker Barrel.
You can make a meal on them.
And then Lambert's. Where was that at?
Lambert's is there's 2 in Missouri and 1 in Arkansas.
Yeah, Lambert's.
So if any of you have been to Lambert's, they're known for throwing their rolls.
Home of the throne roll.
Throwed
roll. Excuse me.
Throwed.
And they have excellent
Tell
food
us if
there.
you've ever eaten at Lambert's. They're quite the tourist spot. I mean, and people line up for days.
Bert Dasher, you missed me, Tony. Back up. All right, let me see. Where'd you go? Okay, the last one I have, Bert, is Bert Dasher. Nice meeting or seeing you, Chelsea, next time. And so, yeah, she'll be back again, Bert.
Yep.
And maybe she will sing and play and do something. I don't know. I think you guys should collaborate your music.
Well, if we could, I mean, I don't know if there'd be a delay. Now, that would be a comedy routine.
Yeah.
But maybe we're not caught
Let me
up.
see. Let me see here.
Maybe he posted a new one.
Let me
we
see
haven't
here.
Seen.
Okay. Sorry, Bert. Let me know if I got you that time. Mr. Willie 95, Bourbon Street Steak. Did Joni drive home after you ate that steak? Because bourbon make you drunk. They just cook it in that, but what a steak.
Yeah.
Oh my heavens.
And all the alcohol's cooked out.
It is, but it's just that
Yeah.
flavor is awesome. It really truly is.
Mm-hmm.
Black Belt Defense, welcome back.
Good evening.
From Georgia. Outback is great. Lambert's in Alabama.
Alabama, yes.
Yeah, in Bama. Bama
That's
territory.
right. I was thinking Arkansas, yes.
Yeah, and it is good.
I know the 2 in Missouri is Sykeston and
I can't think of the other one.
Springfield.
Springfield, is it? Yeah.
And I don't know if they're all the same size, but Springfield is huge. Their restaurant. It'll seat probably, what would you say, Tony? Maybe 300?
Yeah, probably.
It's got several rooms, and they have a store, they have a shop, they've got kind of a little history museum thing of how they started, all the pictures of telling the story of the business.
Yeah, excellent food, that's for sure.
Yeah,
they've got they bring your food in these great big frying pans. It's awesome. Go there if you've never been to Lambert's.
Is it a frying pan, or is it made to look like a trash can lid?
I don't know. No,
Something
it's
like
just a
that.
big skillet is what it is. But it is some good. Thelma Prather, Elaine, is it right?
Elena, the
Elena.
granddaughter.
Yeah, I'm trying to get my head around it. You just have to. Elena just said the island was Vanuatu.
And
I don't know if I'm saying that
I
right.
don't know either.
And they love
And they've
Lamberts as
been.
well.
I figured you guys have been, because you guys travel south a lot. You live in Missouri, but I know you travel down south.
5-star property. Sorry, I left for a bit. Had to drive home from the off-grid storage site.
Okay.
Like staying out there more. Peace, quiet, solitude of being out in Timbuktu land. I
We
understand
that.
I love the peace and the solitude. When we are down at the Sugar Shack, there's nobody around. It is gorgeous, and just us and the creek and the dogs. And it is so relaxing, really is. Jesse and Lisa, I'm so glad we had this time together. We have a laugh and sing a song. Carol Burnett, there you go. Carol Burnett was funny.
Oh, she's something else.
Oh, and then Tim Conway, his skits were the funniest skits. You know, the dentist where he gives himself the shot of the freezing, and then the elephant. How many have seen Tim Conway in the elephant skit?
I'm sure several
man, that's hilarious. Bert Dasher, look up Cowboy Kent Rollins on YouTube. He put out a video on bloomin' onions with the sauce. I watch him. He can cook, that man. Just as delicious at 1/3 the cost. That 33.3 cents to the dollar, Joni.
Aren't you funny?
Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it.
You guys are gonna. I think maybe that tops the whole sizzle story, doesn't
Oh,
it?
this is so funny.
I think
this
so.
is so funny. I'm gonna put a T-shirt out. It says 3/8 is the same as 3/4.
You get a T-shirt and say something like, or I could have a shirt and say something like, my husband measures up, or something.
Oh boy, better be careful with that.
I guess I should.
Mike Pierce, got to soak my Wheaties for breakfast tomorrow. Good night, y'all. God
Good
bless.
night.
Night,
Good
Mike.
night.
Thank you so much for being here. Take care, my friend. Jesse and Lisa, do you have any Texas-sized gas stations like Buc-ee's? It has to be the best gas station in all of Texas.
Buc-ee's?
No, we don't.
Buc-ee's. Are we saying that right?
That's what it says. B-U-C.
Yes, but maybe it's like Busey's.
I don't know. Busey's or whatever.
Tell us.
I don't know.
Spell out the pronunciation.
But anyway, no, we don't. What we've got up here, basically Irving Oil.
Irving is
and
the big one.
They run the whole show. And it's kind of a monopoly, honestly. And almost probably, I don't know, 50-60% is owned by Irving Oil.
They are primarily Canadian, but they're in Maine also.
Yeah, they're in Maine.
You can find it.
But they have, in the bigger places, they'll have your truck stops and stuff.
Yeah.
But nothing around here. There's no big. We were just talking about this tonight.
Yeah.
How small this area is. There's no big anything for our shopping and all that. You got a drugstore. You've got a couple of banks. You got a couple little tiny grocery stores, and a hardware store, and that's all you've got. You know, there's one light in the town, and there's nothing much else there. And that's the nearest town to us. So it makes it difficult. That's just
where we live, guys.
Yeah, that's where we live.
We don't want you to think all of Canada's like that. It's not.
No. They're the big cities.
There's some big cities. They're just not around here.
But that's just where we live.
Yeah.
So, Mr. Willie 95, what NFL Hall of Fame and CFL Hall of Fame quarterback share last name of UC at night? I don't know. Tell us what it is.
Well, it would be Star or Moon.
I don't know.
A light you see at night.
Warren Moon.
Right?
I don't know.
That would be my first guess.
5-star property. Don't really care too much for Texas Roadhouse. Got to have deep pockets there. Got some good steakhouses locally that don't require me to finance my dinner with the bank. With the bank. You know what? They are expensive.
Yeah. It would be a treat, and that's what we would do.
But I know here in Canada, one steak, if you go to buy one ribeye steak, okay, just one, and that's not a nice thick cut. We're talking just a thinner cut of a ribeye steak here at the grocery store. You will spend easily $25 to $30 for that one steak. And we don't buy any.
Yeah.
We just can't afford that. So Bert Dasher, Tim Conway, thumbs up for sure. He was hilarious. Mr. Willie 95, nothing will ever beat the sizzle or roast on the stove. Slow cooked, Mr. Willie. A little bit of bourbon on it. Jesse and Lisa, Bucky's. See,
Buc-ee's.
I was right.
You were right. Good. And thank you guys for clarifying.
And I was right about Warren Moon, Mr. Willie 95.
There you go.
Yes, sir.
Look, he even got the little emoji up there.
Look at
Look at that.
Bert Dasher, Kent Star, and Bart Star. Wasn't
Oh.
there a political guy named Star or something? His last name was Star, something Star, and got in trouble or investigated somebody a few years back, Bert? I can't remember. Trevor Fillmore, Dad's great grandmother was Casey Irving's aunt that started Irving's, but don't hold that against us. LOL.
Oh, wow.
Not a bit. Honestly,
Huh.
I probably should have clarified that. Irving owns most of the stuff up here,
Mhm.
but they have put a lot
Mhm.
back into the provinces as well.
Oh, yeah.
So I
right.
hope I didn't offend anybody there, Trevor, at all. I used to cut wood way back in the day for
Mhm.
when Irving Oil,
Way back.
way back in
Yeah.
the day. Yeah. So, but
Yeah,
anyway,
we
that's
did.
awesome. Great grandmother was Casey Irving's aunt. Isn't that something?
Mhm.
That's way back in time.
That is
is
amazing.
I don't even know if anybody remembers Casey Irving if you mention that name now.
Well, I remember hearing my dad speak of him.
Yes. Well, your
Yeah.
dad would, because
Yeah.
he was 84 when he passed. So Mr. Willie 95, a $25 or $30 steak better come with a car. Yeah. Well, they
Yeah.
come with nothing but a bunch of fat and a real high price tag up here.
Mhm.
People, you can't afford to buy that kind of meat up here. That's why
No.
everyone grows their food. That's,
That's right.
unless you either got money to buy that or you grow your own,
Mhm.
basically. Because I know for us, we just can't afford that stuff. So,
Yep.
Trevor Fillmore, not at all. Thank you, Trev. Thank you, sir. We appreciate that. So, well, it is 10:21. It's been an hour and 20 minutes.
Yes.
So I think what we're going to do here is I have a very busy day tomorrow.
Mhm.
I had physiotherapy today, and they really manipulated my shoulder and a bunch of stuff. So a wee bit tired here tonight, but we want to just say thank you to everybody.
Mhm.
And encourage everybody to hit that thumbs up, would you please?
Mhm.
And just, when you're watching those videos, hit the like, leave a comment. Love reading the comments.
Yep, we do.
I read every comment. We do. We
Yeah.
read every single comment, and we will for as long as we can.
That's right.
Because we want to engage with everybody out there for
Mhm.
sure. But we appreciate everyone that takes the time. And we appreciate everyone that subscribes,
Mhm.
shares our videos, and please do that. Share our
Mhm.
videos with everybody. Bert Dasher, yeah, inflation is bad when you need a second mortgage to take your wife out to a nice place. You need chainsaw teeth to eat at Golden Corral. I swear, they feed you tree and call it the steak. We haven't been to Golden Corral in 10 years
a
at
long
least.
time.
Yeah, it's been a
Mhm.
long time ago. Yeah. But that's a truth, Bert. It's expensive. I don't know what it is there, but I know here you can't afford to go to any restaurant you go to here. Two people, you go to a restaurant here, even for just a light snack or whatever,
Mhm.
it will cost you at least $50 to $60
Mhm.
before you ever get out of there. It's expensive. Yeah. Mr. Willie 95, what former major pitcher got his nickname from Elton John song? I don't know. Mr. Willie, you're on the sports trivia stuff there tonight. Black Belt Defense, good night, guys.
Good night.
Good night. Marshall Warden, good night.
Good night.
Jesse and Lisa, good night, guys. Love the show tonight. Thank you,
Good
Jesse,
night.
Lisa. You guys are so awesome.
Thank you, guys.
Roy Clemo, no big businesses in your area because you live in God's Valley. Love the area. We drove through there last summer. Love the orchard areas.
Yes. it is
Our whole
beautiful.
entire farm is actually an old orchard.
Mhm.
They cut all the trees down except for a few, and we get our apples off of there every year.
Yep.
But this used to be an
we
orchard.
still have about 4 good producing apple trees here.
Yeah, Bert
Yep.
Dasher, love you both. Good night. Love
Good
you, bro.
night.
You take care, my friend. 5-star property service here. We have Love's Truck Stops. Yes.
Yep.
We had one of those where we lived in Joplin, Missouri. We have one of those right around the corner from us.
Mhm.
Some of them can hold upwards of 100 semis in overnight parking.
Yep.
The one here locally is a smaller one, only has room for about 50. Okay. Where's that at again? 5-star. Remind me again. Roy Clemo, another great live chat, Joni and Tony. good night. Looking forward to the next video. And to you, Roy, good night as well. We're going to try to get a video up there tomorrow. We are boiling sap tomorrow as well. There's so many things going on.
Yeah.
But if we don't have a new video up every day, please go and watch an old one, just so YouTube will keep promoting our stuff for us. Trevor, good night, guys. Great meeting you guys. And Trevor, to you as well.
Yes.
Thank you again for the new sub.
Thank
and
you.
We're on here almost every Tuesday night at 8:30.
Yep.
We try to put out 3 to 4 videos a week.
Yep.
And so watch for those. And Trevor, there's about 80 other videos that are already uploaded there and some live streams. So go watch those if you don't mind. Leave a comment, hit that thumbs up, that like button, and share our channel with all your friends.
Share our videos, absolutely.
Mr. Willie 95, Roger Clemens. Okay, yeah, he was a great one, that's for sure. Well, hey everybody, good night. God bless. Thank you for being kind to our daughter as well.
Yes, thank you.
And we appreciate everybody. Fisherman 506, good night all.
Good night.
To you as well, good night. Be blessed, be safe, have good rest. And we shall talk to you all next Tuesday night on our next live stream. And we will see you in our videos in probably about 24 hours or so.
All right.
God bless you all.
Good night,
Take
you
care.
guys.
Love
Thank
everybody.
you.
Praying for everybody. Keep the faith. Stay strong. And love your family, your friends. And we shall talk to you all later. Bye-bye for now.
Willie,
Mr. Willie, good night to you too, sir. God bless.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.